Hello you guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are watching Conjoined twins, psycho sisters sharing a body. Let's begin.
When my mom was pregnant, her doctor told her she was expecting one baby girl, but instead she got us, conjoined twins.
Okay, those are so cute.
While my mom loved us deeply, my dad told her to let us die.
Oh, who is this man? That's my reaction too.
He suggested to accidentally let us drop on the floor because no one would be suspicious of us dying anyway. When our mom refused, he said, well, at least give them up for adoption.
What?
But my mom wouldn't give in, so our dad broke up with her and left. Now imagine a single mom raising twins. It wasn't easy, but doctors offered her money so they could do experiments with us. The most cruel one was...
Why would you do experiments on your daughter? Why'd you let some random doctor tell you, hey, let me do experiments on your child's body?
Giving one of us electroshocks to see if the other one would feel the pain. Our mom didn't know what they were doing to us, but when we told her about it afterward, she promised us no more experiments. By the way, my name is Elaine.
Whoa.
About it afterward, she promised us no more.
Look at that. She has 4 fingers. She's missing a finger right here. Same as everyone else. She's missing a finger. That looks weird.
More experiments. By the way, my name is Elaine, and her name is Buttface.
That can't be her name. That cannot be her name. No.
Let me tell you about our life.
She didn't even say that was a joke. That can't. No, her mom didn't name her Buttface.
Lives and challenges. You see, my sister and I always got along quite well, but in 10th grade, she developed a crush on our classmate Derek, who liked her back. They constantly flirted with each other, and I had to listen to all of it. But Derek was one of the most boring guys in the world, so I told my sister she had to stop seeing him. Of course, she was angry.
Well, yeah, anyone would be angry if you said, hey, stop. Hey, just go find someone else that you love.
At me, but afterward, we made a deal. We had to find a guy that we both loved. However, on our 21st birthday, we got approached by a Chinese lady. She said she was working for a rich businessman who wanted us to come to China. I said, for what? And
that's where you... No.
Working for a rich businessman who wanted us to come to China.
That's where you say no. That is where you say no. I don't think this is real. No one would just walk up to you and be like, hey, I want you to come to China.
I said, for what? And she responded, my boss really likes the way you two look, and he will pay you a lot of money. How much?
You're still supposed to say no. I don't believe any of this.
I asked, and she laid a briefcase on the table. When she opened it, we saw lots of money, and she said, he will pay you $1 million in cash if you're going to stay with him for 6 months. We both looked at each other. This sounded kinda sketchy, but $1 million was a lot of money, so I asked her to show us a photo of him. The guy was already in his 50s and a bit fat, but he looked very friendly.
You can't tell if someone is friendly by their photo, by a photo. They could just be smiling in the photo just because. Also, why is this person in front of the castle? How? I'm confused.
So we both agreed on flying to China to meet him. When we arrived at his mansion, he greeted us with a big smile and gave us a hug. He wasn't
That's creepy.
As creepy at all. He was more like a big teddy bear, so we didn't mind that he pressed his head against our middle breast. I mean, we knew exactly what he was paying us for, but soon things started to become a little bit uncomfortable. He used us as a status symbol, and whenever his friends came over, we had to dress up in lingerie and serve them dinner. His friends would always be in awe and then laugh at us. Of course, it was quite uncomfortable to be half naked and stared at by a bunch of guys, but that was nothing compared to the shows we had to perform for them. But I don't want to go into that. Anyway, when we came
Neither would I.
Back to the US, we bought ourselves an apartment and got a job at a bank. They even paid us 2 salaries, but what we really wanted was to get into a relationship.
Yes,
so we tried out.
It's Hunter. You're a liar. Why should I believe you? I'm calling the Dihimons. Naruto, Kakashi, Pencil.
The dating salaries, but what we really we bought ourselves an apartment and got a job at a bank. They even paid us 2 salaries, but what we
No.
really wanted
No.
was to get
No.
into a
Yes.
relationship.
Okay, this is beautiful. Okay.
So we tried out the dating app Tinder. Most people didn't believe we were real, but Douglas did. We met him in a small park, and for the first time, both of us had great chemistry with the same guy. He was funny, charming, and good-looking. It only took 8 months for him to move into our apartment,
that
but we
quickly?
quickly learned that he was
Jeez.
manipulative and toxic. One night, I was laying in bed next to him while my sister was asleep. He began telling me that he loved me more than my sister because she was annoying and stuck up.
Shh. What? She's literally like, you're saying, oh, I love you, but I hate the way your leg looks. She's like a part of you. You can't say, oh, I love this part, but I hate this part. That's rude.
Hearing him trash talk my sister somehow made me feel special, like I was better than her.
Why would you want to feel better than your sister? I don't understand. Okay, whatever.
But it turns out that he was having secret conversations with my sister too. One night I woke up and heard them talking. My sister was giggling and I asked, "What are you guys talking about?" She responded, "Oh, nothing important." And I said, "Wait, did he tell you that he likes you more than me?" My sister responded, "Yes, he did." And I said, "He told me the same thing." Well, a few minutes later, we had thrown him out of our apartment. You see, being conjoined twins is like being married on steroids. Even though you are 2 different people, you're still the same person because even if my sister has a bad day, I will have a bad day too. So it's very important that we take care of each other. Luckily, our current boyfriend Robert is a good guy who loves us equally and even has a fetish for our 3 breasts. You must be wondering whether one guy can
A fetish? Okay.
pleasure both of us, and the answer is yes, because we share most of our organs, including our you-know-what. Anyway, a lot of people ask us if we want to be separated someday, and the answer is yes. If scientists could grow us a second body and put one of our heads onto it, we would definitely do it. But that doesn't mean that we aren't happy with our current lives. Right now, we are even trying to have a baby and start our own family.
Bonus story.
Hey, I'm Lima, and I want to tell you about my classmates and how they forced me to do their homework. They thought I wouldn't fight back, but well, they were dead wrong about that. It all started when one of my classmates wrote me a message on Facebook that said, "Hey, want to go with me and Sarah to a party tonight?" I responded with, "Of course," because I had never been to a party before.
You've never been to a party in your life? Also, what is wrong with this lady? Why does this person look like a Barbie doll? Okay, continuing.
And I desperately wanted to be part of the cool kids.
They're all stepping on each other's shoes.
But then they wrote, "Okay, you can come pick us up with your car at 10 p.m. I realized they had only invited me because they needed a car. But I didn't really mind. I was just happy to have the chance to go to my first party ever. I spent at least 3 hours doing my makeup and
3?
finding the right outfit. After I had picked my 2 classmates up, we swung by the gas station to fill up the gas. I kinda hoped they would split the bill with me, because that would have been the decent thing to do, but instead they brought 24 beers to the cashier and said, "Sorry, Lima, we've forgotten our money at home. Do you mind paying for these?" Well, I didn't want to ruin the mood, so I just paid for the gas and the beer and kept quiet. But then it got worse. When we pulled up in front of the house party, they said, "Thanks for driving us here. See you on Monday." I said, "Wait, what? You don't want me to go with you to the party?" And then they said, "Oh, we didn't think you were that kind of girl. The type who likes to party and have fun." Then they just got out of my car without thanking me or even saying goodbye. I felt like a complete and utter loser. But I was so angry that I decided to go to the party on my own. Well, that turned out to be the worst mistake of my life. Because there, I drank alcohol for the first time. And then I found a bikini and some wardrobe, put it on, and told everyone at the party that I had a big crush on my classmate Ben. I even told them what I would do with him if he was my boyfriend. I said a lot of embarrassing stuff. But I was so out of it that I didn't notice my classmate filming it on her smartphone. The following Monday, my 2 classmates came up to me and said, "Hey Lima, can you do our homework for us?" I was still angry at them and I told them, no chance on earth am I doing that. But then they said that if I didn't do their homework, they would show everyone the video they'd taken of me at the party, including my crush Ben. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked that they'd have the audacity to film me, and now they were outright blackmailing me? In the end, I did their homework, even though it took me 3 hours. But then the next week, one of them came up to me again, and this time she said, "Okay, you have to help me tomorrow in our physics exam. If I don't pass, I will have to repeat the whole year, so I want you to write down the correct answers on a piece of paper and hide them under the bin inside the bathroom." I explained to her.
I haven't said anything in a while. But this girl is disgusting. Also, what is going on with her feet? Her legs get separated from her body. Also, this does too. I know it's just an art style, but still. This person right here is stuck up, and now she's stuck up, leaves her at the party, films her, and then she blackmails her. Now she's saying, "Oh, well, you have to do this or I'll show you video."
her that I couldn't risk doing that because if I got caught, I would get an F on the exam and then I couldn't go to my dream university after high school. But instead of being considerate, she just gave me a wicked smile and said she could send the video to everyone in a matter of seconds. Wow, that was a big mistake on her part, because even though I'm a sweet girl, I can also bite back when the moment calls for it. The same day, I went to the principal and told her about my classmates and how she was threatening me with a video she'd taken of me where I had embarrassed myself.
Well,
In fact, I had recorded the conversation with my classmate on my cell phone where she'd been blackmailing me. When the principal heard the recording, she told me I had made the right decision by telling her, and then we made a plan. On the day of the exam, I wrote the complete wrong answers on the piece of paper. Then I asked my teacher if I could go to the bathroom, and that's when I left the answers under the bin. When my classmate went to the bathroom after me to pick up the piece of paper with the answers, my principal was hiding inside the toilet to catch her. Afterwards, she brought the girl into our classroom and said, "I just wanted to notify you all that I caught this girl cheating inside the bathroom. She won't be finishing the exam, that's for sure." For the rest of the exam, I was so nervous. I could barely focus. Had I done the right thing? Would my classmate show my embarrassing video to everyone? Well, that same day I went to the principal's office again, and she told me that my classmate had been suspended indefinitely from our school, and that her parents would make sure she deleted the video and didn't show it to anyone. But of course, she did it anyway. And she was so mad at me that she published it on Facebook. It was humiliating, and my whole school saw me talking about my classmate Ben and how I wanted to make love with him. I tried to be proud of myself for doing the right thing and standing up for myself, but I just ended up being seriously anxious about going back to school now that everyone knew I had a big crush on Ben. After the video went viral, I went to school just like every other day. And of course, all my classmates made fun of me, but it wasn't as bad as I had imagined it to be. They all made jokes, but not in a disrespectful way. From then on, they called me the crazy party girl, and even Ben came over to me and said, "I'm not surprised you have a crush on me. It's true, I'm a bit of a stud." And then we all laughed. It's not always easy to do the right thing. But at least I don't have to do anyone's homework anymore. And I now know that I can stand up for myself.
that was a pretty good video, I have to say. Though,
Published it on Facebook. It was
Sarah is so definitely rude. I don't even know how to say this. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!